As a new player to Idle Heroes, events are one of the most important things you need to get your head around. In this video we're going to be talking about these events, which events they are, how to prepare for them, and what to do when they come along. Hey Idlers, it's MKxJUMP here, and in today's video we're going to be discussing episode 3 of our Mastering Idle Heroes series, Events. Now, the important thing you need to know about Idle Heroes is it rewards patience, and the most important thing is saving up your resources. This is because there are different events that happen each week, and in each event you're required to use a certain number of different items, and you get rewarded for it. So rather than spending your items as soon as you get them, it's really good to save and complete events. So let's check out the main events that happen each week in Idle Heroes. So the first event we're going to be talking about today is one of my personal favourites, Profit Orbs. Now during this event you'll get a daily reward every day for logging in, which will be 1 Profit Orb, and throughout the event you want to complete as many Profit Summons as you can. If you manage to do 10, you'll get a Light and Dark 4-star hero. If you manage to do 20, you'll get yourself a faction hero that's a 5-star. In this example, it'll be a Shadow. When you get to 30 points, you get a different faction 5-star hero. In this example, it's Fortress. When we get to 40 and 50 points, each one will get you a light hero or a dark hero, and you get one of each. At 60 points, you'll get yourself a fairly highly rated hero, and at 80 points, you'll get yourself a top tier hero. Now surprisingly, in this example from the last Profit Orbs event we had, Cruz and Oberon were both rewards, and that was a fantastic Profit Orb event. And as well, for getting to 80 points, you'll get yourself 15 glorious relics, or what we like to call feathers, and these will help you in the monthly shop to be able to buy extra heroes, skins, and artifacts. Now at first glance it can seem very difficult to be able to do 80 Profit Orbs all in 1 week. That's why we encourage you to save your Profit Orbs as you go throughout the coming month. So when you get rewards from other events that include Profit Orbs, you can get yourself a nice stockpile ready for when this event comes along. And this event usually comes around once a month, and if you're smart, normally you should be able to get 80 Profit Orbs in 1 month, or at least 60. The next event we're going to be discussing is an event that comes along alongside Profit Orbs usually. It's called Heroic Miracle. Now in this event they normally reward a very powerful hero if you're able to do 2 light summons, 2 dark summons, and 3 other summons from all the factions. So basically the idea here is to save your light and dark heroes as you go, and make sure that you can summon them from your bag, and that's the best way to get these heroes. As long as you make sure you have 3 heroes from each faction, and in 2 lights and 2 darks, you should be fine. Even with 1 light and 1 dark, you can get a light and dark 5-star from Profit Orbs as well, and these 2 events come together. So the important thing you need to know for Heroic Miracle is not to summon all your heroes as soon as you get them in your bag. The idea instead is to leave them in there and only summon them when you need to. This is also really handy advice to take on board because newer players will have limited bag space unless you plan on spending lots of money. And that limited bag space is really difficult to handle if you summon everything from your hero shards rather than saving them. So guys, the best way to complete Heroic Miracle is to save hero shards. And if you feel like you do need some more heroes along the way, you can always fuse in the creation circle to get the final 5 stars you need. Even if you can't complete Heroic Miracle, you get rewarded Profit Orbs for doing the light and dark summons, and you get scrolls as well for doing the other faction summons. Alongside this, you do get some nice armor which should help newer players, but it's less useful for those who are later in the game. The next event is another highly anticipated event that is a fantastic way to get your hands on Profit Orbs. It's called the Wishing Fountain. And basically, you use the Wishing Fountain wheel to do as many wishing summons as you can. The interesting thing here is if you click the 10 spins button, it only uses 8 coins. So in total, it might say that you need to do 300 coin spins, but in reality, you only need 240 coins. If you manage to do 50 spins, you get 2 Profit Orbs and 2 Super Casino chips. If you do 100, you'll get, again, 2 Profit Orbs and another 2 chips. If you manage to do 200, you'll get an additional 2 orbs and another 4 chips, and finally if you get to 300, you'll get 2 more orbs, a fairly average 5-star hero, and 5 more of those feathers to help you get added heroes and artifacts and skins. Personally, I'd encourage newer players to purchase Wishing Fountain coins from the market in Aspen Dungeon whenever you can. That's because completing this event gives you lots of access to Profit Orbs, and Profit Orbs are arguably one of the best ways to maintain and get fodder. By doing this, you're going to increase your odds of being able to complete this event multiple times. It's important to realise that this event can be completed up to 4 times. Basically giving you a way of getting access to lots and lots and lots of Profit Orbs, and for 50 spins, it's not bad just to get 2 Profit Orbs. As well, in my opinion, Profit Orbs are the best resource in the game, and the Profit Orbs event gives the best stuff. There is a reason that my massive Profit Orb summoning videos are so popular. So the next event we're going to discuss is one that I think is absolutely brilliant for new players, and that's the Shelter event. All the players see Shelter event as a bit of a joke because it doesn't offer always the best heroes in the game. However, if you're newer and you're trying to get still any hero you can, Shelter is a brilliant opportunity to pick up some of your much needed heroes, especially if you're trying to make that first 10-star or trying to get an added copy of your ideal first E3. Now, the big thing with Shelter is you have to use 4 4-star copies and a 5-star copy from that faction to get the specific hero. The heroes on offer are always one hero from each faction. Light and Dark is slightly different. You have to give 2 5-star copies and 2,000 gems, and normally the Light and Dark heroes on offer aren't that great, so don't fall into the trap, unless it's an absolutely fantastic Light and Dark hero like Dark Arthendal, Asmodal, etc. So the next event we're going to discuss is another one of the really highly anticipated events that lots of players, whether they're new or old, get excited for, and that's the Heroic Summons event. Now, some players choose to save loads of Profit Orbs, others choose to save loads of Heroic Scrolls, others choose to save both. Now, the really exciting thing with Heroic Scrolls is they give you an opportunity to get new heroes. Heroic Summons event is always the event when they're going to drop a new hero if there's one coming. So, a Heroic Summons event lets you get 10 Heroic Scrolls and 3 Profit Orbs if you manage to do 50 Heroic Summons. For 100 Heroic Summons, you get 3 Profit Orbs and 10 Heroic Summons again. For 200, you get yourself a copy of a 5-star hero, 10 Scrolls, and 4 Profit Orbs. For 300 summons, you get 5 Soul Stones, which are used for regressing heroes, and you get 5 additional Profit Orbs. For 400, you'll get a copy of the new or featured hero for this event, and finally, if you get to 500, you'll get 15 of those very handy feathers. Now, lots of people don't like just pushing up into the 400s and 500s unless they're after that specific hero. I recommend, if you can't complete the event, to just do 100, get some Profit Orbs and Scrolls, and leave it there, which is what we often do each week when we don't plan on completing it. But if you do plan on completing one of these events, it's often good to complete it multiple times, because during this event, the chance of getting 5-star heroes from Heroic Summons is doubled, and it's doubled again for the new hero or the featured hero for this event. That means if you're using Heroic Scrolls outside of this event, you are cutting your chances of getting a 5-star hero. So this event is one of the events where just using this item is only necessary in this event. Only ever use your Heroic Scrolls for this event. Don't even use them to complete your daily challenges. Only complete your daily challenges once every other day when you get a free Heroic Summon. Otherwise, you should just be saving your Scrolls and waiting for one of these events to come along. It's also important noting that the 2 biggest events of the year, Anniversary and Christmas, are Heroic Summons events, and these always offer game-breaking heroes and some fantastic artifacts, so it is recommended for players that plan on going big on one of these events to just save your Scrolls and save your Scrolls for 6 months until Christmas comes along. And then again, waiting until Anniversary, which happens in June. This is a great way to manage to maybe even save up enough for 3 completions of this event, and then get yourself the best rewards. So, for Heroic Summons, it's absolutely crucial that you save your Heroic Scrolls. Now, some newer players don't want to chase Heroic Scrolls because they are quite expensive. However, older players who just want to get the newer heroes, it's really handy. Some players just prefer to focus on Profit Orbs, but you will not go wrong if you manage to save up for one of the big Heroic Summons events like Anniversary or Christmas. Whilst we're on the topic of big events that come each year, it is worth noting Profit Orbs also gets its fair share of highly anticipated events. Easter, Halloween, Black Friday, These big events are times when they love to give fantastic rewards for completing Prophet Orbs. One time Black Friday, they even made it that you had to use super wishing chips. So now we're getting close to Black Friday, which should come in October, November time. It is worth you actually saving your super wishing chips for that as well. So just bear that in mind. That's just a warning that that event is coming very soon. Other big events that offer Prophet Orbs is sometimes the second week of anniversary, and there are other times throughout the year, so just keep your head to the ground and be listening out for more discussions about these kind of things and a lot of chatter when people will be discussing when a big event is on its way. Check out the Discords, whether it's my personal Discord, whether it's Zeal's, or even just go on Reddit. There's always chatter and talk. Basically, to do well in Idle Heroes and prepare for events, you need to constantly be looking out for as many news updates you can get about these new events before they do come. I also do a weekly stream where I feature the event and discuss about it. And that's at 23:30 GMT every Thursday night, which is just before the event change comes. Anyway, I digress. Let's keep talking about the different events available in Idle Heroes. The next event on our list is the Campaign Loot Drop event. This is where you collect a particular kind of resource from Campaign that's only available for that week. And this resource can be used in a store to purchase different heroes, skins, and a potential fantastic artifact. As well, each week this comes along, they offer Prophet Orbs, Super Wishing Chips, Heroic Scrolls, Spirit, Gold, and you can also exchange the universal crystals that you get from the new Broken Spaces and other event rewards as additional ways of getting the resource. So this is an interesting event. Often you do have to pay a fair amount of money to get the top rewards, but it is an opportunity to get a free skin, maybe to get some extra Prophet Orbs, and things to help you along the way in your Idle Heroes journey. It is a bit of a dead week, there's not really much to do, but as long as you keep on logging in and collecting your resources from Campaign, you should be okay. That's the most important thing with this event. You really need to make sure you're logging in at least every 10 hours to make sure you are picking up the resource so that you can get the maximum rewards possible from this event. The final big event that comes at least once a month is gem boxes. Now this is controversial sometimes because the prices are sometimes different, some people prefer different chests to each other, but it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, this is a great event to spend your gems and get some really cool stuff. So the 500 costing gem box gets you a really cheap way of getting hero promotion stones and heroic scrolls, which are going to be fantastic regardless where you are in your Idle Heroes journey. The 1200 gem chest gives you super wishing chips and some monster parts. I think this is really bad value. I would encourage you to steer away from this chest. Next is the 4000 chest that offers an elite hero shard. It could be fantastic. You could get a Penny or a Valkyrie, but at the same time, you could just get a terrible hero and be completely let down. If you like gambling and you've got a lot of gems to waste, maybe get this. But personally, I never buy it because I do not want to take the risk on 4,000 gems. I can spend them on much better things and get a lot better rewards. You got to remember, 4,000 gems is 8 Prophet Orbs. That's a lot. Then there's 2400, and the 2400 gem box offers 8 Prophet Orbs. You see there, I've just said the 8 Prophet Orbs are worth 4,000, and then we slide and you can get 8 for 2400 gems. This event is a great way to pick up resources on the cheap. Now finally is the 6000 gem box. Now sometimes this is 8,000, it depends how good the thing they're offering is, but really you'll always get 25,000 guild coins. And straight off, guild coins are brilliant. We'll be discussing them in a future video, and the important thing is that you use your guild coins on guild tech. Only guild tech, never use them to buy heroes, but guild coins are a great way to upgrade your heroes through the guild tech. And finally, you always get something interesting. It could be a copy of a hero, like Belrain we've had in the past. It could be some heroic feathers, or whatever the little thing's called, the holy relics, that's the one. You could get them to maybe help you purchase some additional artifacts, or get yourself a new hero. But the last time we had gem boxes, which is this week actually, they offered 50 orange exclusive artifacts. Now this is a bit of a gamble. You could potentially get one of the best artifacts in the game, or you might get a bit dead. Great artifacts to get from this are Orb of Annihilation, which is brilliant for Dark Arthendal. Maybe you could get the Fortress Speed artifact that gives crit as a bonus to Fortress heroes, which is one of the better artifacts to use on Penny. So, maybe take the gamble. And always, guild coins are worth the cost, so I'd definitely buy the top chest if you can. The final event that comes around every now and then is the Grey Dwarf's Blessing. Now this is weird, this isn't really set into a pattern. Sometimes it could come really quickly, or maybe it doesn't come for 6 weeks. But either way, the way Grey Dwarf's Blessing works is you upgrade 4-star armor into 5-star armor for 40 million gold and 1500 gems. You can upgrade 5-star armor into 6-star armor for 60 million gold and 2500 gems. And finally, you can take 6-star armor and upgrade it into one exclusive class armor of your choice. This could be the priest armor, the mage armor, the warrior armor, etc. And that costs 100 million gold and 4,000 gems. But this armor is definitely something you want to pick up when you're getting towards endgame, because this is the stuff that makes the difference in fights. Maybe it's worth picking up if you want to get your hands on some of the stuff and just slightly beat your opponents to the post, whether it comes to your PvE damage or in a PvP fight. Armor definitely does make the difference when building heroes. So there you go, guys, there's the events that are available in Idle Heroes, and I think you'll notice that the way of completing these events is really handy because it gets you heroic scrolls and prophet orbs and other resources that help you along the way. They're really important to prepare for and save for because the rewards you can get from them are absolutely fantastic and help your progress in the game. So if you're new to this game, make sure you understand these events and you get yourself into a good rhythm. If you want to learn some more and hear about the discussions of the events, you can always tune into my Twitch streams each week. If you want to find out the link for that, it's in the description below. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to check out some more of my content, you can find it on the side of the screen here. And do not forget, we are doing a 10,000 subscriber giveaway when we get to 10,000 subs. 3 lucky players will be given a monthly card for free, and 1 free-to-play player will be upgraded for VIP 3 courtesy of me. So share this video with your friends and help us get to 10,000 subscribers if you can. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, guys, and I hope you've had a great week and happy idling.